Here we are. Hey, YouTube, let's do this. Or, I don't know, perhaps this? Ow. Hey, YouTube. Oh my God. This is funny. Right off the bat, I get booted from my own stream. So frustrating. Oh God. Where do I find good internet? So this is not a good sign for things to come tonight, which means I might just say fuck it. But hey YouTube, let's do this.
Climbing higher, woods are thick, hiking alone. Hear a tree crack, loud as gunfire. Starts you cold, chill to the bone. Hear the crowding, turn to howling. Something's
And hey, everybody, welcome to Squatch Talk. I'm Pat. How's everybody doing tonight? uh, I'm gonna try and do this. I got booted out of my own show right at the very beginning. Not cool. And I do not know if the phone lines will work, but let's give it a shot. See what happens. Um, might be a short show. Might be a 5-hour show. You never know. Might be something that I just go, that didn't work. I'm just gonna delete it because I don't care. I care if it goes right, but if it goes wrong, I could just delete it, right? Um, what's up, Raptor? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here, bud. Um, worst case scenario, bounce off chat. I also am leaving open. I'm leaving the possibility for open mic stuff. So just sort of a general open mic. If you know how to get a hold of me and you want to be on the show, let me know and I'll bring you in. Kind of one of those deals. I don't really feel like publicly posting the link, but again, who knows? Maybe I would do that. So here we are. I'm not going to waste any time because I want to know if this is going to work or not. If anybody wants to call in, there is the number right there. So yeah, just throw it out there, man. How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, of course, as always. This was a last minute show. I don't know why little Kilroy always feels the need to be first in chat, but what else? Like, not a bad thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna try this out. Anybody questions or comments? Just keep it cool and respectful. That's it. That's all I ask. You can disagree. You can even get a little emotional, whatever. Like that's fine. When I say respectful, just don't start calling me a fucking asshole or whatever. Like argumentative in that kind of like vitriol way. Yeah, don't need that in my life. So, so we'll see what happens. And if nothing happens and this is just a lame show, then it's easy enough for me to go delete, right? What's going on in the Bigfoot world? Not much. Some of my Bigfoot interactions today were interesting, but not a lot. Didn't have a lot of interactions today. I caught a post on Brian's group. Caught my eye, and I opined in it a little bit. Me and Brian had a little bit of a back and forth, just like not talking shit, just discussing. Because he went on a rant, man, like on one of his recent podcasts. Like he went on a rant, the one where he allows himself, him and Wayne, that Bigfoot podcast, where they allow themselves to step outside of the norm of like encounter stories or interviews, things like that. And they actually allow themselves to get real personal about it. Which again is, I've said this the other night, is like That's a huge risk, but I love it. I don't think that's a risk that's gonna play against you. I think it's okay to host an encounter show and have personal opinions about things in the Bigfoot world. I think that's perfectly fine. Um, so, so that's kind of my opinion on that. And it was fun hearing Brian's rant and oh my god, the connections with all that and the people and stuff. It's like mm, good rant, dude. Like I made a point to say, guy, I've been my rants are kind of in like measured in hours these days, and kind of need to maybe tone it down and actually be a little bit more articulate about what I'm talking about. But that's where other people come in, you know. If I'm discussing this subject with other people, it's a lot easier for me to like box myself into a more like disciplined way of speaking to them, rather than just like again, it's just me here, and I could just like go into passion mode, and that that gets um, crazy quick. It can. I'm susceptible to it, just like everybody else. Um, what do we? Obviously, I'm having a discussion about time dilation tonight because it's fascinating to me. Or F-14s, and of course, always Bigfoot because the name of my channel is Squatch Talk. But hey, call in. Somebody call in. Like I at least need a test subject because I want to see if this works. If it works, then I can like, whatever, I could plan it out and do it like, oh cool, live call in show like, 4 hours ahead of time instead of you know, 30 minutes or whatever I'm doing tonight. But I need to know if this works. So if anything, this is a testing ground just to see if it works. So if anybody calls in, then you're the test. Like if you're the first person, you're the test subject. Because if the audience can't hear you, then I'm kind of just gonna have to go in a different direction. But we'll see. I know like this is totally last minute. And okay. A cool question, bro. Why am I? Um, uh, these people and their sightings that have been going on since the 70s with no proof and phone number. So I have the phone number ticking at the bottom of the screen. It should be there. Yeah. Hey Mary, what's up? Um, here we go. We get to try this right now. Um,
Call from
Carl Gotro.
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I can't. Oh, Jesus. Oh, can't. Jeez, that part of it. I accept. Okay, so I have that phone with me. Great. Okay, I just learned something. Like, yeah, the phone was back there charging, and now it's here. All right, so I'm learning as I go. Sorry, Carl. All right, so just call back, man. We'll try it again. I, God, there's really no way to do that on the computer. Hmm. Mm, We'll see. Yeah, Raptor, it is a different number. Like if you if you don't use a Google Voice number for like a certain amount of time, they'll just take it away from you and give it to somebody else. So anyway, uh, no, I mean I would appreciate like Carl if you could call back or anybody call. I at least need to test this out tonight and see if it works or not. Because I think I got it. I think I have it figured out, which is why I'm wearing the Doctor Disrespect headphones. You know, the gaming fucking headset and all that shit. So anyway, what the fuck were we talking about, Raptor? This back here. Uh, mm, since the 70s with no proof, and the phone number. Again, the phone number is scrolling on the bottom. So I don't know. Maybe Raptor's listening and not watching. All right, so here we go again. We're gonna try this.
Call from.
Yeah, I would like to speak to Pat, please.
To accept, press 1. To
Ah,
send a voicemail,
I figured it
press
out.
2.
There we go. Hello, hello.
Hello,
What's up, Carl? You there?
Pat?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm here. Are you here?
You can hear me. Okay, good. Can the audience?
Hold on. Here you go. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. I'm just wondering if the audience
Okay.
can. I'm waiting for chat to ping back at me and let me know that they can hear you. So go ahead. Just keep talking.
Look, man, you're gonna have to put me on a payroll. I'm tired of bailing your ass out, man. Come on.
Bailing me out. Yeah.
Get Brit and Deal on here, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, we did
My
that.
buddy Brit Deal.
Yeah, we did that last time. I mean,
no. This is gonna be a funny show here.
well, anything could be funny anytime. I just need chat
Well,
to.
yeah.
Can chat hear Carl? I'm just sorry. I am using you as a
Well, yeah. I'm the guinea pig.
guinea pig. Yeah. And
Yeah, that's right.
can hear him. Is that what Mary's saying? I've got my little freaking phone window up here, so I'm actually having a hard time seeing chat. And I need to get rid of this comment. Holy shit. Okay, sorry, bud. I'm trying to figure this out. I've been struggling with call-in shows for a while. So it would appear that they can hear you. I can hear him. I can hear him. So I got three that can hear you. All right. So let's just go for it, man. What you got, bro?
Nothing, man. What's going on?
I'm just doing a little show tonight, trying to get to the bottom of some things, trying to, figure out this whole Sasquatch thing and taking people's opinions and questions or comments. Either way, because I'm an open book. I'm an open book, man.
Well, that's cool. I mean, hey, it seems to be working, right?
About what? What do you mean? What's working?
Well, the phone. People are saying they can hear us.
Yes, sure. That does seem to be working.
You know what I need to do? Let me get out of YouTube and we'll just talk on the phone. Here you go. Okay.
All right.
Because I'll get a little echo.
Yeah. You're gonna
Can you hear me good now?
Yeah, I hear you fine. I wasn't having any feedback issues on my end, so that's cool.
What's been going on, man?
With what?
With anything? You?
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
It's a test run, but you know what? It's all good.
Yeah. What's going on with me is like, is what it is. It's not something I'm here to talk about at all. I mean,
no, I'm just. You doing okay, man?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I'm fine.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean,
well, you playing your drums or what?
No, man, I haven't played drums in years, bro.
Why?
I did that for so long, and I certainly had I had cool shit happen to me because I did that, But at the end of the day, as cool as that shit was, I never I only invested way more sweat equity into it than I ever was able to turn into money or monetization, let's say, right? And so I got to the point where I was tired of working with other people because bands are, when you're in a band and everybody's sort of on this sweat equity level, then you're dealing with 4 or 5 individuals that and there's a leader, and maybe the leader doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and I got fucked a couple of times, dude. I should have been I would have been famous in the mid 90s if it wasn't for one stupid motherfucker. Just one. No, not Tommy Lee. No.
Tell the Tommy Lee story, because I have a good friend that I went to school with here in Louisiana. His name is Chad Driscoll. You might know him. He lives in Atlanta now. He's been a drummer for years. He does session work. I don't know if you ever worked with him.
No, I haven't heard of Chad.
Okay. Well, we started a band when we were in high school, and the band was named Crossfade. And we kind of made the circuit around Gulf Shores, Panama City, Myrtle Beach, little beach town in the 80s, and, had a little claim to fame. And then, well, we're not shit, I guess we need to get regular jobs. And
right.
But it was fun. You know how it is.
Sure, man. So what? I mean, what Tommy Lee story do you want to hear?
Well,
Like the big one,
I
or
kind of heard one verse. I heard one version of it from Chad. I don't know how he knows. I guess y'all know, like, certain people. But anyone will do.
well, I mean, my Tommy Lee story, like my good story about Tommy, is the magical one. It's the Manifest Destiny story. You know, like, I grew up in the '80s, and I started listening to Motley Crüe. When I discovered Motley Crüe, it was at Shout at the Devil. And that album blew my fucking brains off. Like, just like, this is fucking amazing. And then of course, whatever, man, Theater Pain, Girls. At some point in all that, man, I went back to Motley Crüe, their first album entitled Motley Crüe. So that, I mean, that was an amazing album as well. And so they had all these
demo.
The
demo you talking about?
No, I mean, not the demo. It turned into a full-fledged, original release album. But yeah, it was. I mean, the production quality was a little different, for sure. But it was a legit album. And God, just amazing songs on that album too. For original album. And then, anyway, so we progress through the '90s. Motley Crüe had become a part of my life. I was a young kid into a teenager, blah blah blah. So I had all the heady dreams about them. They were the heroes to me. They were the coolest fucking guys on the planet, and they were. Even if they were fucking, somewhat little known to me, degenerate, like fucking druggy, fucking fucked up dudes, right? Anyway, fast forward. Yeah, fast forward, and after Dr. Feelgood, blah blah blah, Vince parts ways, and then they reorganized the band with John Corabi. And I still think to this day they never should have called that Motley Crüe. They should have.
No.
They should have never called it Motley Crüe. They should have called it something else. Corabi and Crüe, or fucking just something clever. And that album came out in 94, I think. 94 and 95. Again, entitled and self-titled Motley Crüe.
Right.
And completely different. I mean, that's why they shouldn't have fucking called it, they shouldn't have named the project Motley Crüe at all. Because it sounded so completely different, and it was fucking badass. It was
Oh my God.
It was
I think the best album.
It was, yeah, I mean, it was ahead of its time. I can't say it's the best Motley Crüe album because it's just too different, I can't compare that album to fucking Shout at the Devil. Shout at the Devil is a completely different thing. But anyway, it was an amazing album, amazingly produced, fucking bad. Tommy's drumming was just the best it had ever been. Super technical, even though a lot of that shit was spliced in, but whatever. Fucking great album. And yeah. But they had got knocked down many levels, and they're playing at the fucking theater in Buckhead. Holds I don't know, it's under 1,000 people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like 6, 7,
No,
8.
I mean,
Yeah, 6, 7, 800 people. You know, and instead of the last time I had saw them, it was in an arena in Augusta, Georgia, with 10,000 people. That was the Dr. Feelgood tour. And anyway, cut to the fucking chase. The people I was with, I came up with a plan. I'm like, their tour bus was sitting out there, and they were signing autographs, which was cool. Whatever. I was like, no, bring the car right here. Wherever the fuck that tour bus goes is where we're going. And we followed that tour bus to a place down in Midtown Atlanta called the Scrap Bar, which was a cool little fucking like hole in the wall, cool rock place. And yeah, man, Tommy Lee got off that bus, and we all followed him inside, and I got to hang out with my fucking hero all night long and ask him every fucking question that I ever wanted to ask him. And Nikki and Mick. It was fucking amazing. It was one of the most amazing fucking experiences of my life, being able to live the dream that I had as a kid, idolizing those guys, to actually hang out with them. And Tommy Lee was bumming smokes off me and shit. I mean, it was just you couldn't write that fucking story better, man. As an amazing like manifestation of destiny. So that's what happened between me and Tommy that night.
okay. I didn't. You always referred to it, but you never really said what happened. You know, I mean, I didn't know if it was a good experience, bad experience.
It was an amazing experience. I mean, like that was one of my first real brushes with like living out my childhood dreams. I've always found a way to like manifest destiny in that way, man. Like live out a fucking dream, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There you go.
yeah, I mean, I could like. There's so many other examples I could give of that. Like, I mean, like whatever, dude. Like, and from there it just took off. Like after that, man, my life just became a life of hanging out with rock stars that I've always admired and playing shows with them, and sometimes getting to be on stage with them, and like, I mean, there's 1,000 other fucking stories, dude, of like making that dream come true. But I never got to the level of any band that I was in where that the money came with it, you know.
No.
Yeah.
You had to love it. That was the thing. I mean, you had to love it.
And I did. And
You want. That's cool.
yeah, I mean, I would too, except if I had to do it all over again, I'd buy Apple stock to go along with it, you know. Yeah,
Amazon.
yeah, either one, you'd be a quadrillionaire, whatever, right? Like, yeah. So,
Well,
yeah.
have you heard of Randy Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Not the American Idol guy.
Okay,
The guy from Zebra.
Okay, no. Like you say Randy Jackson, I immediately think of Randy from American Idol.
No, Randy Jackson from Zebra, the band Zebra.
I'm
Well,
not
we
familiar
kinda
with
got a
that.
big break.
You know. Go ahead.
Well, check them out when you get a chance.
Sure.
But we kind of got a big break opening for them in a club in New Orleans named Old Man River. They asked us to open up for them. You know, they were just a little local band. I think they had their first album out, and they asked us to open up for them because what actually happened was one of the guys in the band was related to Randy, and he liked us. You know, we were young guys trying to get started, and you know, I kind of put us on a path. And like I said, man, we did the circuit. We did, you know, the Pink Pony and Gulf Shores, the Floribama, La Vila in Panama City.
La Vila, hell yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I never got to play at
Yeah.
La Vila. Yeah.
Really?
No, I only
Fourth of
I-
July.
I only heard stories, man. And they were always good
Yeah.
stories.
Oh
you-
my God.
Yes. Oh,
You can't
jeez.
even-
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know, we did the little southeast thing. You know, from Myrtle Beach to
Yeah.
Panama City, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach. You know,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah. The circuit, like that circuit. Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Spring break, 4th of July, Labor Day, you know, that kind of thing. And,
Yeah, man.
man, look, we had a hell of a time.
I bet.
Man,
Yeah.
they had to tie a rope around our neck just to get us out of there, you know?
Sure, man. I've wandered off a tour or two. Yeah. Where's Pat?
But see, the cool thing about it was there was a guy, he owned a lifeguard service. It was called Bob Beach Service in Panama City. But he also owned La Vila. So the deal was we could work as lifeguards from 6 in the morning till 6 at night. Then we go play at the club. We play Wednesday night and Sunday night.
Yeah. Yep.
So, dude, we were living the dream.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
Come on, man.
Did you know how to swim in the ocean and save lives?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I had took a lifeguarding class when I was in high school. So, yeah, no, I was certified and everything. And
Yeah. You were a good swimmer?
yeah, I mean, and you really had to be with the riptides there, you know, because
Yeah.
a lot of people get killed.
No, yeah, absolutely. If you're gonna be a lifeguard, you better be qualified, right? Not
Oh, yeah.
not just some
You don't,
dumbass drummer or whatever.
no.
Yeah.
Well, I was a guitar player.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the drummers weren't as smart as me. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But one tip I would give people, if you ever go to the beach and you get caught in riptide, do not try to swim directly into shore. You swim laterally
Yep. You gotta
and get out of the riptide.
cut across it, like like traverse it,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
And look, we would do this shit every day, man, because they had people who would go out there, had no clue,
Yeah.
and, you know, get swept out, and we'd either have to get on the jet ski and tow them back in, or, I mean, just grab them behind the damn neck and bring them in. And they fight you because they think they're dying, you know, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it
Mhm.
wasn't neat.
I
But I was in my 20s. We were all strong kids and women, you know, so
hear you,
I
bro.
couldn't do it today.
it'd be hard. Yeah. I mean, if it was like,
Oh, yeah.
if it was a kid, maybe, but yeah, full grown adult.
Well, kids,
Yeah.
adults, drunk adults are hard.
That's what she said.
That's what you run into 99% of the time.
Well, that's cool, man. Like, so I'll just tell you real quick. I mean, the reason I quit playing music was because it eventually it just went nowhere, and which sucked, dude. Because I was working with really talented songwriters, that they were writing good, like really great material, but it was such a hard industry, dude, to break through in. I think it's much easier now that the gatekeepers have been kind of taken out of the equation to some degree, at least. And so, like, I kind of wish I was still interested in music, because I think I could do better with music today than I could have done 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Or 30 years ago.
Right.
Yeah. But it's just not, I don't know, man. It's just not something that I pursue anymore. Maybe I should. We'll see, Maybe it'll be a part of my new, package that I want to bring to the world, man, to, like, get the fuck out of Bigfoot discussions and do something better. Of what? He agreed to it? Is that what you said?
Well, let me correct myself. He agreed to Stairway to Heaven, but that's boring. We're gonna do Still in the Night.
All right. So yeah, jump Stairway to Heaven to fucking Still of the Night. I get that. I mean, I sort of get that. I mean, yeah. Plant Coverdale.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. David Coverdale's a hell of a singer, man.
Hell yeah,
I
he
think
is.
Still can do it.
I don't know. I've never heard Brent sing a lick of anything in his life, so I have no clue how good he can sing or not. I don't know. Just saying.
Well, you know what? We're working with our net, my brother. It's gonna be what it is.
I've thought about starting, like, putting together a Bigfoot band that makes sense. I'm like, I even like sort of half-ass discussed it, like half seriously discussed it with Brian King Sharp, because he's a singer. And I'm like, dude, you realize how fucking powerful that would be? We could be at all the conferences. We could be playing in front of fucking 1,000 people. Like, this is a legitimate thing that nobody's doing. And it would be totally legit, because all we're doing is just fucking playing music for people. Like, there's no controversy involved at all. Like, we're just bringing an entertainment that's not controversial. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We'll play for beer.
I don't know that I'm there anymore. Yeah. I mean, at least a bottle of liquor and a couple other things. But
we can negotiate that because David Moss, he didn't any brown M&Ms, so we'll say we want whatever beer, whatever drinks, whatever drink, whatever you drink. We'll put it in the contract. Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, it could be done. There's a wide ass opening there for that. Actually, like, hey, we're the dude. Nobody has become the Bigfoot band that I know of, and if they're trying to do it, they're failing miserably because I don't fucking know about them, right? Like, I know about everything in the Bigfoot world. Like, I don't know of any band that's out there is like Bigfoot band that you just provide like cool music to people and then like whatever, come up with a Bigfoot song or two, um dude, people would go nuts for that shit, dude. I mean, there's such a huge opening for that. I guess since I say that, I should put it together, but
Go ahead, dude. I'm in.
yeah, man. I mean, you get the fucking the dudes, hat wearing guys, the rockabilly dudes. What are their fucking names? Why can't I think of their names? Somebody help me out with this.
Not this.
Like they wear the rockabilly like black hats and shit.
You're not talking about Brian Setch and the Sir Cat.
No, I'm talking about dudes in the Bigfoot world.
Oh.
They wear the cool fucking black hats and shit. Like the cool rockabilly black hats. God damn it. What are their names? I can't think of it. I don't know. I can't pull up comments either.
We'll just grow our hair down. We'll grow our hair down to our hair. Go for broke, man.
Yeah. There's definitely an opening for that. Like there's a really cool angle that could be done. And dude, you like if you had that band and they were cool enough, like they were good enough and cool enough and interesting enough, like you'd be like you do a whole tour from like fucking April to October, playing, I don't know, 15 shows, 15, 20 shows, like all expenses paid, plus you get paid and your per diems are there. I mean, just like, right back to the La Vila days, same thing,
Yep.
Like that could be done right now in the Bigfoot world. Nobody's doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. I mean, look, we would have some powerful content to come up with some songs. We could have a song called The Woo Woo.
Yeah. I mean, dude, there's like 1,000 angles of like interesting entertainment you could bring to the audience with that kind of shit. You're right.
Yeah. Bigfoot had a baby. I mean, come on, man. Look, the possibilities are endless.
They're endless. Yeah. I agree.
Well, get started on that tonight.
Yep. Get working on it, huh? Yeah, I hear you. I could. I mean, I could start sending out emails, making that case.
Well,
it'd be fun.
You know how to get in hold of me.
Yeah. I'm guessing you still play guitar.
Oh yeah, I got 3 Les Pauls just sitting in my damn room, not doing anything.
Yeah.
I still play, but to the extent I did, you know. I mean,
Yeah. Same, dude. Like, I haven't touched a musical instrument in a couple of years, at least. I mean, I can play a little guitar or two, but yeah.
well, we just need to see if Trent Dill can sing. That's going to be the first obstacle. Get him on. Let him sing "Raindrops Are Falling on My Head." You know what? If he can pass that test, he's in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know anything about Brent's singing capabilities, you know, at all. I've never heard him talk about being a singer, but sure, man. If Brent could pull it off, why not? You're in the band.
No, man,
You're
I'm
hired.
just busting his ass.
Yeah.
I think, you know, we have our differences, but I think he's a cool dude, you know what I mean? Like, we could probably hang out together, you know? I mean, why not?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've talked about that, man. You know, like if I'm in NOLA, I'll call you up, say, hey, dude, I got some good action going on over here at the fucking Vampire Club. Fucking come on down, man. It's a fun time. We got a party going, you know, or whatever, right? You know how things go in New Orleans, dude. I mean, it could go any kind of way. Uh-oh, and my phone's gonna die. All right, I'm gonna lose you. I probably already have. My phone is resetting. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, dude. I gotta fucking fix this problem. And you are not there anymore. Correct. All right. Well, that was fun. Interesting. And my phone's reset. So now I gotta go plug it in. How come nobody's talking in chat? Like, I'm not seeing chat. Oh, great. I got this. This is still up. All right. Phone died and reset. And there's nobody in chat. What the hell's going on? Am I even on the air? Kind of weird. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna have to play something. It's the same shit you guys have been listening to every time I need to play something to deal with something. Because I don't know, like the song, like the shit that has music in it. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna get fucking demonetized or not. So I don't know. Just BRB. I need a BRB video. Wait, oops. Just play open-mindedness. Fuck it. All right, BRB.
Critical thinking is not incompatible with open-mindedness. On the contrary, it empowers an open mind. Even though demanding valid evidence may lead you occasionally to reject ideas that are poorly supported but nonetheless valid, if and when evidence accumulates for those ideas, an open mind will allow you to reconsider them and possibly dislodge false ideas you'd previously accepted as true. This approach is promoted by science. By contrast, when you have an open mind but demand little or no evidence before accepting things, you leave your understanding of reality much more up to chance. Even worse, if you've accepted false ideas uncritically and close your mind to anything that contradicts them, You won't recognize true ideas even when the evidence is overwhelming, and you'll sabotage your own capacity for learning. If you believe in pseudoscientific and supernatural concepts, that's your privilege. If you want to put forward your personal reasons for believing in them, understanding that whoever's listening may have questions or find flaws in your arguments, that's fine. But if you're in the habit of targeting individuals you've never met and suggesting they're in some way deficient just because they don't believe in these concepts, if you reject conflicting evidence and counter-arguments without consideration, but demand that others accept your arguments and what you regard as evidence uncritically, not only is that closed-minded, it's controlling, arrogant, and presumptuous in the extreme. More importantly, when you're trying to make it seem unreasonable for someone to want evidence before changing a significant attitude or take a significant risk, the mere fact that your claim requires a suspension of critical thinking should indicate it's not the other person that needs to demand less evidence, but you that needs to demand more. Before presuming to advise others to be open-minded, think about some of the widely accepted ideas you dismiss without consideration. You might need the advice you're dispensing far more than other people. Remember too that an open mind that demands little or no evidence for ideas before accepting them will let in an awful lot of rubbish.
An awful lot of rubbish is the end of that statement that I did not clip well. All right, that was an interesting discussion with Carl. That was an interesting discussion. I didn't know we were gonna talk about music and stuff, but I did say I was gonna do a music show the other night, and I ended up not doing it. So maybe making up for that a little bit. So what's up, everybody? Phone lines are open, I guess, because that seemed to work with him. So could work with you too. And I guess we could talk about whatever. This is Squatch talk, so but I'm already breaking the rules. Yeah, you too, Carl. Yeah, I mean, it was a good conversation, man. Interesting. Thanks for asking me about things that I guess I have touched on in the past that I never fully explained. It's always fun to talk about. But yeah, sorry, my phone, dude. My phone is it's an older phone, and it's glitching out, dude. It literally will reset itself if I don't have it plugged into a power source. It's more susceptible to this resetting itself. And but anyway, we did have a good conversation. About what should half hour long, maybe more. Yeah, you're right, Raptor. I mean, I can do whatever the fuck I want here. As long as YouTube allows it, right? So, I mean, that's why I kind of take a flippant attitude sometimes. I mean, I don't know. International rates apply, bruh. Yes, you can. Yeah, I fixed the phone. I got it back there. I figured out how to be able to press the one from the computer. Seems to be working. It seems that viewership, the viewers were able to hear Carl on his call. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, give me 2 minutes as well. And make another drink. You know me. I'm in a drinking mood when I'm on here. What else do we have? I'm gonna buy myself fucking 2 minutes without repeating that or the other shit I've been playing. Yeah, that's not long enough. I guess I could just do. Hey Pete, what are you doing, buddy? I guess I could do this and you know, BRB. Look at that. Made it back. Amazing. Hey Pete, what are you doing, buddy? Of course you are. I think that's the way it should be with everybody. um, Pete, man, what's up? And you want to say Pete wants to be on the podcast? Hey, oh my God, it's so crazy. Always, every time. Whoop. Uh-oh. Pete, get your tail off my cord. Thank you. Hey, everybody. I love being on the podcast and talking to all of you good people. It's always fun. Every single time. Yeah, it's me, Petey. Who would have thought Petey would do squat talk tonight? But maybe, so what's going on, people? Do you have any questions for me? If you want to call in and talk to me, how often do you get to actually talk to a dog? Not very often, but I could take questions for anybody that has questions in the Bigfoot world. But then again, it's just another bit. Pat says this is just another bit. It's just gonna make people fucking bored and leave the show. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know. The viewership went up like one person. Went up one person, Pete. I think it's because of you. Maybe. What's up, buddy? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Oh, I get licky faces. Yeah, it's Petey. Yeah, man. I might just turn Squatch Talk into a PD only fest. It's only just Pete talking about Bigfoot because he wants to get DNA samples and all that good shit. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not sure where to go with this, honestly. Is there a fuck it? One of these. Just not sure where to go with this anymore. There's like such a bigger conversation that needs to happen, and I feel like I need to be involved in that bigger conversation with whoever the hell it is. I don't care. It could be pretty much anyone in the Bigfoot world, you know. it's time to start talking about some come to Jesus shit, man. And huge elephants in the room that everyone wants to ignore. And so, um, that's just kind of where I'm at, man, with my Bigfoot shit. I cannot ignore it anymore. But anyway, I'll give a minute or two or a few to let this play out, man. See if anybody else wants to talk. Or did I get a fucking Facebook message? Actually, I did not. I don't think I did. Yeah. Nope. Does not appear to be anything there. I don't know. I mean, like, there's other interesting things I want to do to sort of lay out the case, but really, I mean, I am kind of on a PR mission at this point, just to get my message out there, my narrative, if you will. Jeff, if you Jeff, I guess you're talking about Jeff Harding. And yeah, he's an interesting dude. I'd bring him into the band for sure. I don't know, Derek. Like, what are you telling me that you can't? All right, so you can't call in, but you could do StreamYard, right, Derek? Right? Yeah, of course you can do StreamYard. Like, I've seen you jump into StreamYard before. Um, we on yeah. Okay. Um, we're friends on Facebook, right? Pretty sure we are. Yeah. Here, I'll send you a StreamYard link on Facebook. Jump in. Paste. And boom. See, that's why I said it was going to be open mic too. Um, yeah. So Derek, I sent you a StreamYard link on Facebook Messenger. So if that's convenient for you, then cool. If not, let me know what's more convenient. If I have to like put it someplace else or whatever. I don't know how convenient Facebook Messenger is to get the link, but I'll give it a minute or two to play out. And then I'll kind of start wrapping it up if Derek can't join. Um, blah blah blah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. We'll give it a minute. I'm dead air here. I'm dead air. Yeah, I mean, with Derek, dude, it could be an international issue. Trying to use so like uh because the phone number I have here is not at my actual phone number; it's Google Voice, so it's connected to my phone. So there may be some kind of international issue. Um, and I will if I have to, but nope, I don't have to. I don't have to put the link in chat. I have to, but nope,
Oop.
have to. Don't have to put the link in chat. Cheers, mate.
Well, that just went robot voice, Pat. What'll I get a wee CD out and bang you up so I can look at you straight in the face? Yeah, there we are. And how are things with you, my friend? Cheers. Your health. Thank you, your bollocks.
Ah,
Hard to beat a wee drop. Wee drop of the good stuff, eh?
yeah. That was just a weed drop. I got a whole bottle more.
That's good. I have several bottles. I have an extensive collection.
Uh,
There's even another case of beer in the car. But anyway, I don't think we're here to talk about my dirty drinking habits. Or well, if that's what the audience wants to hear, we'll talk about my dirty drinking habits. I don't know. Well,
no,
no,
nor
very,
mine.
very impromptu. So I don't even have a light or anywhere near me. So well, actually, it don't look too bad in the dark. I might go for this now.
Yeah,
Dark and
you look good.
mysterious.
You look good to me. I'd kiss you on the forehead. Why not?
Happy with that, leader, as we used to say in the Royal Navy. I can take that. So what carry on will we talk about tonight?
Oh,
Or are we
Right.
just going random?
what? What about Carrie? What would he talk about?
I was going to say, what carry on? It's a Northern Ireland expression. What carry on?
Oh, I thought you said Carrie Arnold. My bad.
No, well, a fine fellow. I did talk to him once, but I don't think it was used to my sort of blunt drunkenness. But
Yeah.
no, good fella. God love him. Car
Yes.
accident took him out.
Yep. God rest his soul. Good dude.
Exactly. But it just goes to
Yeah.
show none of us knows what's happening, what's on down the road. You know what I mean? You can walk out your door and, as I say, a car can run you over. Or, God love it. You can have a heart attack or anything. No, we can talk about. Well, no, let's not talk about depressing stuff. But I have a friend. People think he's my brother Paul, and he's turning 60 in December this year. But is a younger lady friend, shall we say? And she has a daughter, who's 19, and God love her. But the 19-year-old girl had a stroke in the last 2 weeks, and I genuinely thought people that age couldn't have a stroke. They would be fit and healthy enough; they wouldn't happen. But
Yeah.
just goes to show nobody knows what's around the corner or what's ahead of you. And that
You
on
never-
that depressing note, Jesus Christ, we
You
need to talk
never
about something
know.
more sensible.
Yeah. Well,
You
let's
never
talk
know.
about let's talk about stupid Bigfoot shit. What you got? You got
Well,
questions? You got comments? Like, you want to pick my brain, or you want to
well,
slap me in the face?
well,
What-
I'll call you whenever you say literal stupid Bigfoot shit. I was coming back, like I work nights. I work from 6 a.m. or 6 in the evening to 6 a.m. in the morning. Takes me about 35 minutes to drive home.
Mhm.
And I drive over a bunch of the Sperrin Mountains. And 3 deer just happened to run across the road in front of me on Wednesday morning. And I thought, well, where did they come from? They were moving from one area to the other, jumping over the fence and stuff. But I thought if certain channels that were interested in Bigfoot, they would be saying, Bigfoot, chase those deer over the road. They had no reason to go over the road. It was just that Bigfoot chased them, if you know what I mean. And that's me being sarcastic about certain channels.
Yeah, I mean, fucking deer cross the road all the time. It's just what they do in their A to B movements. They come across roads, and like here where I live, deer are fucking prolific around the lake because they're not hunted.
No, where I am, they're there, but they're good at hiding themselves and concealing themselves, which actually feeds into your Bigfoot idea. But they are there, and the guys spend a lot of time. Whenever I'm not working, I do walk on the high ground and through the forests. I've seen their footprints. I've actually seen them a couple of times, but I thought there was only actually a couple of deer in the area. And Pat, I'm getting into Northern Ireland, small area, blah 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 blah. It's not America, and that's fine. But I was actually surprised to see the meal as well with them, if you know what I mean. But interesting, definitely interesting.
Dude, where I live, you could almost walk up to them and pet them.
Ah, no, they're not like that here. They're still quite wild.
Yeah. I mean, um,
Although to be fair, they're not hunted here. They're not allowed to hunt them. So
well then you don't have any kind of population. You have a good balance of natural population that doesn't require human intervention.
no, the only place where they're in large numbers is over by Ballycastle. There's a mountain there, and it is teeming with them. But the reason we know, you still don't see them. But the reason we know it's teeming with them is about 3 times a year, some per bugger or buggeress will run into one in a car and wreck the car, absolutely wreck the car, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Because they're big lumps of animals. If you hit them at 40 or 50 miles an hour and they're coming up over the bonnet, they're doing a lot of damage.
So I can't drive anywhere that I'm at within a 5-mile radius without seeing a dead deer on the side of the road that got hit by a car.
Now, would you drive
It's
big cars with bars and
it's
things
that
in the front of them?
it's that common. It's very common for deer get hit every day. Again, within a 5 to 10 square mile area of where I'm at right now, deer get hit every day at least once, maybe multiple times.
So there must be a large population then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Will be what
I
I
mean,
would
there's
take out of that.
it's huge. I mean, it's huge. So,
No, as I say, they're here, but it's not a large population in my area. Yeah, just different. Well,
but what's not a large population in my area? Bigfoot. There's not a
no,
large
not
population of
large.
this Bigfoot. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying there's not a large population of Bigfoot in my area. So there's
Not a large,
there's
not
zero
a
in my
large,
area. Yeah.
not a large population of Bigfoot in my area either. To be honest, I would
Well,
say absolutely zero.
it should be zero where you're at. It's
Well,
zero where
unless they're a supernatural creature, as a living flesh and blood creature, I can guarantee they are not here.
yeah. Even if they were supernatural, it doesn't seem they're showing up there, right?
Definitely not. It is an American phenomenon. I like the way you describe it as a phenomenon. Like, obviously, there's something going on because, as you always say, people aren't reporting 8 foot tall monkey men in the woods for no reason. But it's an interesting phenomenon. You know, part of the thing is, I'd like to know why people are reporting, as you say, 8 foot monkey men in the woods.
Me too. That's what got me into it. Like, the problem is the white noise, like the fucking bullshit that comes along with it overshadows that. And so that's where ultimately the problem lies, is all the bullshit, because people are so interested, or they hoax, or like everything in between. There's 1,000 variables to the
No, but see,
bullshit.
the interesting thing is, Pat, amazing things can happen. Like I live in a small town in a rural area, and I was up on top of one of the mountains once good few years ago now, and walking about just through a planted managed pine forest, and I seen a small lizard running away from me. I mean tiny lizard, not even 6 inches, and I didn't even realize Northern Ireland had lizards. Came back down, went to see my father. He's passed away now, but he had extensive books and stuff. He said, "Oh yes, there's two places in Northern Ireland do have these lizards." He's just thinking, fuck me. All right, teeny tiny 4-inch long lizard. Yeah, that's one thing. But 8 foot tall monkey man, different story altogether. You know what I mean? But it just shows that strange things can happen. The other story I always tell is about my daughter. Well, daughter and her stepfather. And they were going into the town on Friday night to get a takeaway. And came back up, and they lived up a country lane, and came around the corner. He stood in the brakes, and what they was described as a black undulating animal the size of a sheep crossed the road. And after not particularly deep, in-depth investigation, but a wild cat. No, not a wild, not a pussycat wildcat, but a big cat that had been released at some stage crossed the road in front of them. Black panther, or what do you call them? Mountain cats, mountain lions. But these things are there. Maybe in teeny tiny small numbers, even in a place like Northern Ireland, but these little anomalies are there, and it's interesting to look into them, is all I'm going to say. And to that's where I extend my interest in, the Bigfoot phenomenon, as you call it, because, as you always say, they wouldn't be talking about it if it didn't exist. Shall we say, if it wasn't a phenomenon?
Yeah, I mean, why the fuck are people? Why are credible, believable people seeing them, and you don't think they're lying? So that's one thing. The other thing is all the other bullshit that comes along with that. Hearing whoops and all that dumb shit. Like,
no, well, I'm not into that at all. I'm not into whoops. I'm not into this fucking knocking fucking trees. No, I just don't. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to say bad words?
Yes, absolutely.
It's just the way I talk. I'm sorry. No, but
well, you're Irish.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I've never figured that one out. Why would a secretive creature be running around the woods, howling at the moon and banging sticks against a tree? That just makes sense to me.
Here I am. Here, I'm right over here. I'm just 50 feet away. Hey, I'm right fucking here. Oh, the one thing Bigfooters never do is go, "Oh fuck, it's right there. Let's get it." Pulling their lights out and go charging into the woods because there's 5 of them there, and they never go charging into the woods trying to flank it and pulling out cameras. They never ever fucking do that. I don't know, something about all that just doesn't add up in my book, man, of reality.
No, well, the evil side of me, I went out, we had great weather, all season we had great weather today, t-shirt weather. So I went to a local forest, hours walk, t-shirt, little walking away. And I came back and I thought, oh, I'll take an alternative route down, and I do live in a back road area, but I went down back roads. And I went past a wee place, and somebody, for whatever reason, at some stage, because they were at least 20 years old, had squared off an area, about 20 meters square, and planted pine trees in it. And I thought I could make a video here about how this is a squatchy area. And there was houses on either side of it. I could say, oh, they came and they ate the pets, and they ate the pets' pet food. And then up in the hill, there's windmills So they're economically, or not economically, environmentally friendly Squatches. And then, sadly, it's closed, but the pot bar's on down the road. So on Saturday night, if they want to drink, Squatch could call into the bar. And I'm still seriously thinking about making a mockumentary about that.
Dude, that would be fucking hilarious. If I could afford to, I'd come out there and bring the film crew and fucking make that mockumentary. 'cause
Oh, I can
I
say,
love
but
it.
no,
I
just
love it. Yeah.
it just happened. You know, I could mockumentary it, and then, as you know, I know a few people. If you get them to do the guest appearances and do the chatting about Bigfoot in Ireland, it believes it lives in this forest. No, but and then I thought we'll go back through and we'll go to historic places and get somebody and with a a Bigfoot arm and insert them into photos or something. It would just be a laugh.
Yeah, just as a goof, like you say. Yeah.
I know, just genuinely a laugh, a goof. Stick it on YouTube and let everybody have a bit of fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're already having too much fun with it. I mean, I'm all about adding more fun in responsible ways, especially with satire, like you're saying, um, or like music, like me and Carl were talking about earlier. Like, why is nobody putting a cool band together to tour the conferences? Like that's adding more fun and entertainment.
That's actually a damn fine idea.
It
Really is.
is. It's a great idea, but it's like so responsible because you show up, all you're doing is playing music. You're not going along with the narrative. You're not supporting hoaxers. You're just entertaining a crowd that's already there. You know,
As
that's
we say over here, Pat, a plan with no drawbacks.
Mhm.
Right? You're making me
A what with no drawbacks.
a plan with no drawbacks. I was going to say you're making me jealous and you're smoking and I can't. Because the cigars is up on the mantelpiece.
I'm smoking.
Doesn't make you a
I
bad person.
I'm hopelessly addicted to nicotine.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun. It would be fun to add more fun to the whole Bigfoot narrative, but here I
no,
am at this.
that's the way I look at it. The thing is now, at this minute in time, whenever I first got interested in it, I was, genuinely, is there, a creature running about the woods in America and stuff. And I think there probably is. I'm like, I've talked to people, as you say, Kerry Arnold, talk to Jeff, talk to other people that have actually encountered these creatures. But they have to be astoundingly rare. They have to be at 1 in a million. But there's some sort of recently in the last few years, some sort of things taken over where people have realized they can make a few quid on YouTube and bust out a narrative, tell stories, whatever you want to say it, whatever you want to put it. I mean, me and you, Pat, we could sit down, we could turn out a brilliant Bigfoot story. We were out in a trail, we heard a smell, or we heard something, we smelled a smell, we saw glowing eyes. It tracked us back to the car park. That sort of way. They all run that way, and it was so big. What's the one? What's the one where I'll not mention the thing, but they have the intro and they say it looked like a demon, and I didn't have a big enough gun. Well, trust me, there's always a big enough gun. They walk around fucking Africa and they kill elephants with AK-47s and FN FALs with 7.62 ammunition. Trust me,
Yep.
some 8-foot monkey man gets a couple of them in his face, he's going down. Sorry, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, man. Like I really don't like the narrative wrapped around like this. My gun wasn't big enough. I'm like, I could put a giraffe down with a goddamn 22 rifle. Like, are you kidding me? That's one of the biggest fucking mammals on the planet. is a fucking giraffe. I plug enough 22s into it, it's going down. Especially well
No, it's
placed.
the same thing. Like I was in the military for a long time, and it was the time we were issued with the SE-80 rifle with 5.56. And if somebody says, "Well, it's not much bigger than a point, 22 as you're talking about," but it comes out high velocity and it tumbles. It's going to rip the shit out of anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah. I mean,
and then
5.56 is a good fucking round to use against people. It'll take them. It'll at least take them out of the fight, if not, outright end them. 7.62. Oh my god, dude, that round. I mean, dude, a Bigfoot standing in front of you, and you got a fucking 7.62 gun in your hand. I mean, 3 shots to the fucking chest and face, and I'm sorry, it's gone. If it's a flesh and blood
no, well,
thing.
I did have the opportunity to shoot the British rifle, the British issue rifle, the LA-A1,
Mhm.
SLR they call it, but it was a 7.62 rifle, a battle
Yeah,
rifle.
yeah.
And trust me, it was an elephant gun. It would have took anything down. It was a brute of a weapon. And as
Yeah.
you say, 3 rounds, bang, you're down.
Especially right in front of you, and not to mention a 12 gauge shotgun. I mean, again, man, like, bam, bam, bam. I mean, that quick, fucking, that's 3 shots to the chest and the face.
No, it'll make a hell of a mess of a person or anybody else.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying the physics of the narrative saying there's no gun big enough. All right, well, let's start getting to 300 Win Mag rounds. Like, holy shit! What do you mean there's no gun big enough? Like, of course there is. Artillery shells, fucking, Predator missiles, fucking like. What do you mean there's no gun big enough? You know?
An ordinary rifle will take the bastard down. And
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. It's just a matter of physics. And there's the other carry on too. Like I'm a big King Kong fan, always was since I seen it as a child. I couldn't believe, all these giant monkeys and dinosaurs and all this stuff. But the thing is, if you watch the movie, they go to the island and they have rifles and
Airplanes.
submachine guns and all that there, but they're still able to fight their way through. I mean, that's a slight aside, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Silly nonsense.
I mean, yeah, I'm not buying this, again, narrative. It's all it is. It's not based on anything.
Oh no, it's a good
real.
story. Like, don't get me wrong, Pat. I love the story. I'm a night worker. I work Monday through to Thursday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Nice.
or 6 in the morning. And whenever I come home, I flick on somebody, a wee story, Bigfoot story, whatever, lie in bed and fall asleep, listen to the nonsense. But that's what it is. It's nonsense. It's narrative. I don't know what else to call it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there are people, I genuinely believe these creatures exist. I genuinely know there are people who've seen them. But the fact that 127 people are writing in or sending a message to some channel to talk about their Bigfoot encounter just blows the whole thing out of the water.
Yeah.
The thing is, as you know yourself, once you have a channel at a certain level, you get a certain amount of money, from advertisements or whatever. So the incentive's there to just keep it going. Even if it's only $10 a month.
Even if it's that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. $10 a month in your pocket's better than $10 a month in their pocket. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and doing something that's like not your job, like not your day job, and you're doing something else where you have people paying attention to you, and that right there could be like enough. Just the fact that you're doing something where people are paying attention, and then
Exactly.
on top of that, you get that $10 a month extra, or that or it could be $50 a month. Like some people, even more, right? $100 a month. Like, why not? Like, of course, there's money in it.
I'd do it myself.
Yeah,
I'd do it myself. I thought I'd get away with it. You know,
yeah,
dump 2 hours a week and left $10. Happy with that later. You know?
yeah. I mean,
You know, why not?
it's not that hard to do for even the average Joe.
Oh, well, we know certain people. You've spoke about them before, but how did you put it? They're earning more money than me and you do in a day before they put their feet on the floor when they get out of bed.
Oh yeah, there are definitely some YouTubers, and there's people in the Bigfoot world that, yeah, like, I'm not going to say what I do for a living, but it doesn't make me $80,000 a year, you know, like, so there are some YouTubers that, uh, even in the Bigfoot world, but especially outside the Bigfoot world, yeah, when they wake up in the morning, dude, they have already made my yearly income or my monthly income or what weekly income. I've watched them, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like a lot of that shit.
No, fair play to them. No, like I don't mind them, but in what I do for a living, like I make bricks, pile bricks, wrap bricks up and send bricks out so other people can build houses, and I get paid £600 a week for it, and that's very reasonable over here. It covers all my costs, pays for me drinking, my cigarettes if I want to smoke or my cigars, but you know what I mean. But I'm a
Yeah,
simple,
man.
I'm a simple man. Covers my
Me
costs.
too.
But if these fellas, well, it's mostly fellas. That's another funny thing. Mostly fellas can make their money doing that. Fair fucking play to them. You know, they're entertaining people. I think that's the real point. They're entertaining people.
Exactly. It's entertainment. Thank you. Jesus
It's
Christ.
the same as your man Pilates. At the start, when I found him, I fell for it, and I started to believe all his stuff he was putting up. And then I stepped back and took a think. I thought, no, this is just entertainment. You're just making money off this, David.
That's all it is.
That's just a system of
That's
generating
all.
money.
That's all it is, man. Politis figured out a way to fucking entertain people with spooky fucking stories based on real events. And all he had to do, which this is
But
the weird part, is it, if you leave details out, and so that's purposeful manipulation of the story, and that's where it gets into controversy. But at the end of the day, dude, he's just selling it spooky stories that
yeah,
people
story.
love to hear. People
I don't
love
no,
to hear
no,
that
fair
shit.
play to him. Fair play to him. He's great at it.
Yep.
Although you see through him too. Whenever he has the fucking adverts turned up 100%, fucking wang wang wang, you're getting Timu and everything every 2 seconds whenever you try and watch a video. No, but
Yeah.
that was the thing. No, he makes me laugh. Don't get me wrong. Love him. Great entertainment. That's all it is. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Literal entertainment.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, some of these stories really are head scratching, and some of those stories really are fascinating to think about. And it's a mystery. Human beings love mystery, dude. Don't
The
stop.
thing I love about him, he says, and these all take place where there were boulders and water. And I can walk 100 meters that way. There's fucking water. I can go up to the mountain. There's as many boulders as God fucking ever created in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if
I do.
somebody disappears anywhere near me, well, there was boulders and water. It must be a David Pilates mystery.
Right. Water's everywhere.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
you've hit the nail on the head, Pat.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You know, we're not in the Sahara Desert. Well, he has no cases from the Sahara Desert because there's no water there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. People fucking go missing in the Sahara Desert.
They're never seen again.
I wonder why. I mean, I don't know. It's a very inhospitable place. Maybe that's why they would go missing there. But it's hard to
Mm.
tie the monster story to it because they have no place to hide, right? The monster
See,
has
that's the thing. Like, but you've hit the nail on the head there. Like, I'm from Northern Ireland, small country. Even the whole Ireland is a small fucking country, and people don't really go missing. You know what I'm saying?
right. And if they did, they probably drowned somewhere or something.
I
I mean,
fell in a river or whatever.
or,
You know,
or got
something happened.
yeah, or other people kidnapped them and did some fuck
Ah,
shit
well,
with them. Yeah,
we
but
don't do
you're
that
right.
sort of
you know.
thing. Over
Yeah, in North
here.
America, dude, like we have a very, very vast amount of like area to like go exploring and camping and do like I mean, we have the Appalachian Trail, which goes 1,000 miles, you know, and that 1,000 mile stretch is it's pretty wide at times. And so, like, dude, like even just that, like, um, people go missing in these vast areas of North America for whatever reason. Could be bad
Well,
circumstance, could be fuck shit, you
I
know.
remember my late father saying on the day of 9/11, he says there's going to be a lot of people goes missing here because they chose to go missing. Terrible thing to say, but probably true.
Yeah, man. There's those people too that just
No doubt. Pat, I'm
yeah,
going to run into the kitchen to grab another couple of cans. Just stand by for 2 seconds. All right.
sure. 1, 2. Um, there are people in this world that well, yeah, they'll walk out into the woods and they don't care if they ever walk back out again, man. Like, dude, that shit is real, and I'm more concerned about the human condition
I'm
than
back.
I am Bigfoot. Cool, man.
I've
So
returned.
so before I let you go, I'm curious to
Oh,
know
you're
because
letting me go?
yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up soon. But I am curious to know, just because, um, you say you work with bricks.
Yep.
Do you palletize bricks?
I've done palletizing bricks, mid bricks. We
So
stack
you
them.
make pallets of bricks, like
Aye.
bricks, and ship them out.
Yeah. Oh God, either the trucks are coming in from 4:30 in the morning. There's a big building booming, especially down the South Ireland, down around Dublin and places. They're throwing up buildings like it's nothing normal. Although the big order now is what we call Secura Grand, and the related product. Oh Jesus, I'm putting my beer down now because I'm going to go all work. Retaining walls. You know the way. Well, I'm going to say you know the way, but assuming in motorways in America, whenever you have flyovers and you have the walls in below the flyover, that's big business now at the minute. Is
Mm.
providing those. We have
Oh, okay.
stacks of them, pumping them out. The most common ones is what we call a Lansdowne, and that's your average 3-hole brick. You know, a building brick.
Mhm.
Whenever we're doing them in 12-hour shift, we're supposed to do 13 of them in 12 hours. And, an hour, 2 hours, an hour break, 2 half-hour breaks. We could throw one of them up in 25 minutes, wrap it and strap it, get it out. But
Do you
yeah,
do you do you move? Do you operate a forklift?
no, I don't. But we've we've over 40 forklifts on the site.
What?
Oh Jesus,
Four-
it's
40?
there's
Wow, that's a lot.
I think there's over 40. I think there's 48 forklifts on site. We have what we call the toes, is what you're talking about, a forklift. And then we have a grab. that lifts the bales, and then you give a double grab that'll take two at a time whenever they come out of the buildings. The actual, we have four. They call it a Hess plant because Hess, the German company, that's what they provide the machinery that actually makes the bricks, and it depends on you put in the mold basically for different sizes or different shapes of bricks. But we have four Hess plants, and as I say, we run from Monday 6 a.m. on Monday morning. We run from 6 a.m. on Monday morning to 6 p.m. on Friday night, and we run constantly. The man that owns the place is a bloody multi-millionaire. And he call him David. He'd call in with us every 2 weeks or so. He'd go around, he'll fist bump everybody. And fair play to the man. He knows everybody by name. You know what I mean? And he takes his time. He'd talk to you and he asks how you getting on and do that there. But no, as I say, I've seen me sitting down the old rumbler. See, that's the thing. It's all double processed. They actually make the bricks, but then they either have to split them or put age on them up down the rumbler. And they put them through a big tumbler, and it gets hit by stuff. But
no, that's fascinating, actually.
No, it's a great wee job, and actually, for my area, it pays very well, very well. But and he has a big windmill too. He's a windmill on site, to get extra electricity and pay that back. And he sponsors the man, David, that owns the place. He sponsors a village in Africa and drives an electric car because he's environmentally friendly. But I always laugh about that because he's 50, as I say, nearly 50 forklift trucks running around the yard burning diesel 24 hours a day, 4 days a week.
Oh, they don't run on propane. They're not propane.
No, diesel. Oh,
that's weird.
Flat out diesel. We love our diesel here in Northern Ireland.
That's funny, man. All of our forklifts here in the U.S. run on propane.
No, I've seen propane forks, but no.
Yeah.
Where we are, it's flat out fucking diesel the whole time. But we're you're sucking diesel. If things are going well, you turn around and you say, "Well, we're sucking diesel now."
That's so weird. I can't even wrap my head around.
No, but even diesel. Where I am, diesel cars are more popular than petrol cars.
No, just not forklifts. Like all of our forklifts here are propane driven.
No, I've seen them. No, ours are the flat out with the diesel because we have. Oh Jesus, no, I'm going to get you. But we have a wee tiny key fob. They give it to you, whenever you join the company, and you log in with it. But if you drive the forklift, you use it too to, whenever you run out of diesel, you clock in and it takes in, takes account of the amount of diesel you're taking.
Yeah. Weird.
So don't sneak your car in and fill it up.
Yeah, that's so weird, man. Well, good conversation, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, but
no problem, Pat. I'll see you the next time. Take it easy.
Well, I appreciate you wanting to be here and have a conversation with me.
No, I always enjoy a good laugh.
Yeah, man. We'll talk again, my friend.
No problem, Pat. Take it easy. All right, brother. See you later.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up.
I'll hit the big X button now. Bye.
All right. See you, bud. Well, there's a delay from Ireland, I guess. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you. What interesting conversations tonight. Mostly we're not about Bigfoot. Kind of going back to my whole desire of, man, I want to talk about shit other than Bigfoot, but I don't want to do it here because the channel is called Squatch Talk, and I have a lot to say about squatching, if you will, and go figure. 70% of everything I talked about here tonight Had nothing to do with Bigfoot. So just kind of more justification of I kind of need to start another channel and have those discussions there. But thanks for being here. Thanks, chat, for participating. I've kind of been keeping an eye on that. Thanks, Gary and Raptor, for being here, and everybody else. I'm just gonna do a cold ending uh, and end the stream. And I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. Might be interesting. Hopefully, it will. See you guys later. Thanks for being here.